6 tonight, customer confusion at a cafe inside the Ferry Building in San Francisco. A famous Northern California caviar producer says it's now the target of anti-Russian harassment. KTVU's Emma Goss spoke with the owners of Tsar Nicoulai, who is trying now to clear up the confusion over their Russian-sounding name.
Tsar Nicoulai Caviar may sound Russian, but it was actually started by a Swedish family back in the 80s. The current owners say sales have plummeted amid Russia's war in Ukraine. Ukrainian flags are front and center at Tsar Nicoulai Caviar Cafe, a gourmet outpost inside San Francisco's Ferry Building. They're meant to show support for the war-torn country and also to defend the business. Recently, the cafe has become the target of hate mail and disparaging online comments, blasting the sustainable California caviar producer by people who mistake it for a Russian company.
We're California, 100% American owned and operated, but we have gotten a lot of, let's say hate mail and chat inquiries and Instagram messages that are pretty nasty.
A Swedish family in San Francisco named the company after the founder's grandfather, Nikolai, and they added Tsar to give the brand some old world Eastern European flair. Back in the 80s, a California farm wouldn't garner the same respect as, say, the Caspian Sea for having world-class sturgeon.
What started as an amazingly advantageous thing in the last couple months has turned into, a center of, uncomfortable conversations for a lot of our staff.
Balerchi says he's received intimidating letters, one telling the owners to go back to Russia. That's prompted the business to up their security measures, including installing new cameras at the cafe. Online sales have taken a massive hit, too, dropping by 50% since Russia invaded Ukraine. The company president often responds to angry online messages with details on the brand's history. Some commenters end up leaving an apology.
Well, we'll take it. It's baby steps.
Pushkin, a Ukrainian-owned restaurant nearby, is facing similar harassment by people who mistake it for a Russian business. So the owner is changing its name, no longer wanting to be associated with the iconic Russian writer and poet Alexander Pushkin. The new name, Leleka, means stork in Ukrainian. Tsar Nicoulai's president has considered a temporary name change to the initials TNC, but isn't ready to go there yet.
I think ultimately it's part of the brand's identity.
Tsar Nicoulai Caviar plans to continue to educate customers about its history and has no plans to change or abbreviate its name. Reporting in San Francisco, Emma Goss, KTVU, Fox 2 News.